Wow.
The absence of care, the absence of connection, the absence of value, the absence of safety. Because the abuse doesn't necessarily stop when the abuse stops. It's when the symptoms are stopped from echoing through your life.
Older women I meet, a tad older than me, I'd be like, mentor me. You're my mama. Like, calling everybody mama.
Yeah.
Hey, mama. I got 50 mamas.
Yeah.
It's like, no, go heal with your real mama.
But I've heard you say, that you've given your life to the Lord and there's all this transformation. So when you look at her now, that version of you now, and you say, oh my gosh, what are you saying that to? Who do you see?
Here come the tears. Let's try this again. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This Again. I am your host, B. Simone. I am so excited about this episode. I have an amazing guest. Y'all already know who she is. And if you don't, I don't know what rock you under, but get up out of there because she's going to help you in your life. I'm going to introduce her to you if you don't already know. But before I get to my guest, thank you, OGs, for coming back, tuning in. We are a little over a year in, and I am just so grateful that I made it through a year. Because, baby, podding, dropping an episode every week, it's like, what else do I have to go through? What else can I say? But we're always growing. We're always evolving. So I just thank y'all for rocking with me. If you're new here, thank you to every new person. You're going to love it here. Let's Try This Again is an amazing podcast that I am the host of about resilience, pivoting, never giving up. And it's just my healing journey through a virtual lens. So who I am in real life is who you're going to get on this mic. So I just, I have vulnerability, authenticity, and that is what you're going to get today. And I just want to introduce our beautiful, amazing, anointed, peaceful, bomb, impactful, powerful. I feel like Whitney. You remember when she was up there like, Bobby, Whitney, she did. I feel like she has all these things and she's just so amazing. Dr. Anita Phillips.
Hi. How are you?
So good. You know what? Let me reiterate that. I'm nervous.
Okay.
What we talked about, she was like, well, is it nerves or what is it? I was like, what I think it is the last time I saw you in person, we never met, but I saw you on the Woman Evolve stage and I was so emotional listening to you speak. So it evoked so much emotion that me meeting you in person is just like, oh my God, I'm meeting this lady.
Aww.
Like, you're just cool, I guess.
So maybe you're excited.
I'm excited.
Sometimes our body is giving us signals and we don't like to be nervous or we don't like to be anxious. So we might jump to the conclusion that that's what it is. But sometimes it's good to slow down and say, like, am I nervous? And if I am, why?
Okay.
Or am I a little excited? Am I anticipating something?
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. So it's just double checking. But it's also okay to be nervous for whatever reason.
Yeah. So that's how I was introduced to you. I think I followed you before Woman Evolve. But oh my God, the breakthroughs I had on that stage last year in Dallas with the mother wounds. I'm like, we can go into that today. I bring it up anytime I say mother wounds. I always say, shout out to Dr. Anita Phillips. So y'all have heard her name numerous times on my podcast, but that's how I was introduced to you and just how you brought it back to the root of Adam and Eve and the mother wound, like where it started was just like
the original mother wound. She had the original mother wound. She was the original mother and she had the original mother wound, you know?
The grace that you're like, okay, I'm not saying it's okay, but the mothers aren't okay either.
Right.
Like, have grace with your mothers and mothers have grace with your daughters. Just the way you broke it down. Is that online?
It is not. It is not.
It's such a gem. I'm like, can anybody go watch that?
Not yet, but I am working on some courses to release this year around generational trauma, which includes mother wounds and father wounds. But I don't feel like we talk about mother wounds enough.
Okay.
In the lives of sons and daughters.
Okay.
It tends to be like if it's the fathers, they only want to talk to the men. With the women, they'll talk about fathers too, and maybe mothers, but they never talk about mother wounds with men. But anybody can have a mother wound.
Wow, that's deep.
It's not gender specific.
Right.
And so I feel like there's more space for us to unpack the power of mothering.
Right.
And because it is so powerful, it's such a powerful position.
Right.
Then the wounds can be deep. But all women are at some disadvantage through the lens of Scripture until we come into the knowledge of who we are spiritually through Christ, and then doing our therapeutic work, we can heal and begin to blossom again. But things went down in the Garden of Eden and just kind of knocked us all off course.
From the beginning. I was like,
from the start.
And you think your decisions don't affect everybody?
They do.
A minute decision, how you treat somebody in the elevator is a ripple effect of how they act and then what they talk. It's just like every decision you make affects somebody.
It does. And even just the way that we are walking around through our day. Like, I
Yeah.
know when I'm very tired,
Yeah.
I will isolate
Okay.
because my patience is shorter when I'm
Okay.
tired, or I might
Okay.
get frustrated more quickly. So the energy that I'm carrying with me changes. And I always want to be exuding love when I'm around other people.
And
And if
that's
I
the
don't feel like
self-awareness.
I have the capacity to do it because I need rest or I need to eat, I try to be aware of that, because that force, that is what God is. God is love. And so if I'm not exuding that, then I'm not representing him well. And maybe I need to go lay down.
Come on, maybe I need to eat something
Lay
or
down.
rest.
Yes.
It's so crazy you're saying that, because before I get to my question of introducing you and how you arrived here, because you're a trauma therapist, which we talked about off the mic. I'm like, for you to be a trauma therapist, you have had to deal with your own trauma
for
first.
Sure.
You can't help nobody else.
I don't know what trauma therapist you ask. I know you have Dr. Tama on here as well, right? We all are attracted to the work for a reason.
You guys, Simply Pop has launched a new prebiotic soda. Simply Pop, the new juicy soda. There are 5 flavors, y'all. Pineapple, mango, lime, strawberry, citrus punch, and fruit punch. Made with real fruit juice, y'all. Simply Pop supports gut health with 6 grams of prebiotic fiber. And y'all know I don't play about my gut health. It has no added sugar and it's sweetened with juices, monk fruit extract. Supports immune health with zinc plus vitamin C, y'all. Simply Pop is flavor that pops. See what all the fizz is about. Simply Pop is the new juicy soda that happens when you combine that delicious real fruit flavors of Simply with 6 grams of prebiotic fiber to support that gut health, y'all. That's why Simply Pop contains the same real fruit flavors you know and love, and no added sugar, makes for a soda that even a juice would drink. I personally love the citrus punch because they are literally so refreshing. And when you add 6 grams of prebiotic fiber to support gut health, I mean, come on now, y'all. Y'all know how healthy I am, and I don't play about my gut. Sip on the juice side of life. Find out where you can try Simply Pop at cokeurl.com/simplypop. Healing to show up as the best version of yourself.
Sure.
And I can literally take this moment, which you brought it up, to publicly apologize to any fan, any supporter that has met me. Maybe
never, and I mean never, say, sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you. I appreciate your time. Quick question. I'm not sure if this makes sense, but here's how I understand it. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm 47. I do articulation training for 9 minutes a day. Now my thoughts come out clean, and my boss asks me for advice. If you want to actually sound smart and take the leadership, train your speaking skills.
How long does it take to articulate thoughts into words more clearly with articulation training?
How old are you?
I'm 47.
Perfect. By the end of March, you won't even recognize yourself.
But what if my mind literally goes blank in the middle of presentation?
It's designed exactly for people like you, professionals over 40 with untrained communication skills.
But isn't reading books better?
After 20, reading only keeps you busy. It doesn't train real-time responses. Articulation training builds the reflexes that organize your thoughts before you speak.
Do I need any equipment?
No, just your phone and 15 minutes a day. In 3 days, you'll know how to practice communication in the most effective way. On day 7, you'll sound more eloquent and confident. On day 14, you'll be the best speaker in any room.
So what's the first step?
Tap the screen, take the test, and start tomorrow.
Most people think communication is just chit-chat, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful skills you can master. The way you speak reveals how you think, how confident you are, and how other people perceive you. Once you understand how to train it, you can strengthen your presence, express yourself clearly, and connect with anyone. Ready to become unrecognizable? Take the quick test now and get a personalized communication mastery plan. Just tap the screen and get started.
For the first time in modern history, college student graduates are more unemployed than high school students. Today, those jobs are just disappearing because there's so much confusion out there. So many people are overwhelmed because there's a new product every day or week and they don't even know where to start. We got to make sure that all of us are AI enabled. And if you don't have AI, you're not going to be replaced by AI. You're going to be replaced by someone who knows how to use AI.
If you wait a year, 18 months, you'll already miss this wave. AI is so much more than all the gimmicky stuff you see online. When it's used properly, it is the accelerator, it is the amplifier to take your ideas, to take your business, take your life to a whole nother level. And that's exactly what we're going to share with you at the AI Advantage Summit.
We want to take you on a journey, just 3 days, 2 hours a day. And we're going to show you how things used to be, how you can do it now in seconds, how you can do it more profitably, and show you how to do something right now in your business or in your personal life or career. So don't miss out. This is your chance to compress decades into days and have a real plan that's simple, actionable, and puts where AI is your advantage as opposed to being confused or frustrated or trying to do it all. Join us. Click below, and we look forward to seeing you then.
Let's go!
Say 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when I was really in a dark space. Not saying I was a butthole. I almost said asshole, but I ain't gonna cuss in front of the pastor. I've been so good working on my mouth.
I heard.
I've been so good, friend.
Nicely done.
I haven't cussed in like 10 episodes.
Look at you. Look at you. A little self-awareness, a little evolution, growth.
But all levity aside, all the playing aside, just apologize if you met me in a season where I was more broken than healed, because you do show up different.
You do.
When you're agitated. You're talking about just sleeping, diet, just sleeping, food, but you could still be healed in that season. But when you're broken, when you're depressed, when you have anxiety, when you're not, your light is, you are agitated because you're walking on eggshells and you're nervous and you're just not happy.
Yeah.
So how you show up when you're healed versus how you're showing up when you're broken, even when you try to put on that facade, coming from a trauma therapist, can you shed light on that and how that affects us in everyday life?
Sure. So all of us have the same biology.
Okay.
And there's a portion of our nervous system called the autonomic nervous system.
Okay.
That's the part that does things automatically for us. Breathing, heartbeat, all of the things that we don't control with our volitional mind. And the autonomic nervous system is also central to our emotional experience.
Okay.
There's two portions of that system, parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. When the sympathetic nervous system is revved up, we're in what we call fight, flight, freeze. That's our system that infuses us with energy to do stuff. And sometimes it's good, like playing tennis or, something intense. But when we have experienced trauma, our sympathetic nervous system can become dominant. And so we're in a state of some level of fight, flight, freeze all the time. And then we have this other system, the parasympathetic nervous system, that will turn the sympathetic nervous system off and then bring us into a state of what we call rest and digest. We're at peace, our body is calm. The challenge with the sympathetic nervous system, not only does it get extra strong when it's been running all the time and if we've survived trauma, but it doesn't have an off switch. The parasympathetic has to activate and turn it off. That's the best way to explain it. And so when we are living in sympathetic, when we are living in fight, flight, freeze, we are hypervigilant. We're watching everything. Our nerves can be short. We might be jumpy. We might feel it's difficult to actually feel things. And so somebody may be going through something and our empathy switch doesn't even come on. We're numb to our feelings. We're numb to other people's feelings. We might not notice everybody's social cues. I didn't even notice you were upset. Like so much is going on that we're just trying to manage and survive. And when that space is on, it's draining. It's draining. It can make us fatigued. We can get sick more easily. Like there's so many things that go with it. And if our trauma began in childhood, some of us don't even have memory of not living that way. So it just feels normal. Yeah, it just feels normal. And then when you get the peace moment, you're like, are other people just walking around like this? Like
literally
with joy on a higher level? And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm chasing this. This is going to become my norm too. And not that we'll ever not be stressed again, but the sign of a healthy autonomic nervous system is that we can flow in and out of all of the emotions, both painful and pleasurable. It's like I compare it to the water system in your house.
Okay.
We have low pressure. Sometimes I need high pressure. Sometimes I need the water super hot. Sometimes I need a cool trickle.
Okay.
The goal is that I can flow in between all of those things. But if I turn on the faucet to try and get some cold water added and it doesn't come out, it's only hot, high pressure all the time. That's not a balanced system.
Man.
For the system to be balanced, I need to be able to go in and out of what I need at any given time and then be able to return to a baseline.
So how do you do that? By having the tools or like, you know what I mean? I know
Yes.
it's not a direct
Yeah,
answer
it's
to
not,
that.
there's not hacks per se. Like I do always get concerned when we're always looking for like, how do I hack my
Hacks.
nervous system? How we want to heal it. We want to heal
the journey. Got
and
it.
so when
Got
our nervous system is healthy, like I said, we can get upset about something that legitimately deserves that.
Yeah.
And then we can come back to baseline, not stay upset for weeks. We can't get down, like we can get jammed.
Okay.
So that healthy nervous system allows us to flow in and out. And so
Okay.
there are ways that we can take care of ourselves to heal.
Okay.
And some of those things are basic. We do need to do some sleeping. We do need stillness. We do need to eat well. So much of our
What you're
emotional life is
consuming.
churning in our gut chemically. And so what we eat can have an impact on that. But also we can use our voice. Are we holding things in? That thing I never told anybody, that thing I never said. I'm always choking myself out. That keeps me heightened when I'm not confident in using my voice, when I'm absorbing abuses and slights without speaking up or resisting. That can keep me elevated. But when I speak up, it may disrupt peace in the moment. But on the other side of my voice, there's strength for me. So knowing that I'm allowed to choose when I use my voice and giving myself that power is healing. There are somatic therapies. We call them somatic because soma is the Greek word for body. So body-based therapies for trauma, somatic experiencing, EMDR, where we address trauma at the body level because you can't outthink your trauma. You can't think your way through.
Okay.
But because